Hello, everybody. Welcome to Loch Briar Knits podcast. I am Kelly, your hostess, and this is episode 145. 6. One of these days, I'm going to check before I start. So, I don't actually have a lot to show you today, but I thought it's been like, this will be the third week since I've done a podcast. And I feel like I do have a new cast on and I have progress on another project, but they're both kind of bigger projects. So it's like a lot of knitting, but nothing in the way of finished objects. So this may be a short podcast. Let's do a little administration first. Hit the like and subscribe button if you want to subscribe to the podcast and come get notified of any of upcoming episodes. I try to do 2 episodes a month, and then I do a monthly kind of day in the life vlog, although it's more like a day in the life of a month. Whatever. Anyway. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there's even like anything that I'm forgetting. I think I had shown, was it this one? Yeah. So I did put a little bit, like if you watched a couple episodes back, I was talking about like languishing whips, and I had a couple of sock whips that, oh, you know what, I think I only did like I may have only done a few rows on this one, but I was kind of doing this sock that I was just like throwing in some stripes as I went. This was from a sock set I had dyed a few years ago, I guess. So this is sort of like a denim blue, and then I had these 2 kind of really fluorescent colors paired with it. And I kept a set back for me because I thought I really want to knit that up. Like, I love how it looks. So I do think I'm about 1 inch away from doing the toe. So I think I'll get to here. Oops, it's falling. And then I'll do the toe. I think I'll do the toe in the green. But I did put a little tiny bit. Not much in this one. And I haven't finished my shroom socks yet. I am, I think, almost in the same spot of the foot of my last shroom sock as I am on this one, which is the first sock. So I think I'll finish my shroom socks, then I'll finish the first one of this, and then I'll start on the second one. And I don't know if I'm going to make the second one identical. I might swap the colors out, so where it's green on the first sock, it's going to be pink and or fuchsia, or I guess whatever that crazy fluorescent color is, and then kind of like flip it that way. And I think this is that's just another sock that's next in line on the on the sock knitting train. Is going to be that one. Subject to change by the time I actually get there. My sock knitting has really slowed down this year, which I think my knitting time has slowed down a bit. Not slowed down, shrunk. And I don't know why. Or I think maybe it's not even that the sock knitting time has shrunk, as that it's just kind of gone towards the 2 projects that I'm going to show you now. It is a very, very sunny day. The snow is, I would say, about 99% gone. There's like a couple little that were like high drifts. There's just a little smattering left, and it may be gone by the end of the day because there's some really bright sunshine out there. So, and it's fairly warm. I got the dog out for a walk. The dog. So if any of you have been watching along the last couple of episodes in the last month's vlog, you know the dog has kennel cough. So in order for us to know that the kennel cough is completely out of her system, she has to go 10 days without a cough. So we made it to like 4 days, and then she coughed. We would make it to 5 days, then she'd cough. We made it to 10 days this week. Yes, it would this week. We made it 10 days on the Tuesday. And then at 3:18 in the afternoon, didn't she start coughing? She had a little coughing jag, nothing major. We had to start back at day 1. And then the next day, she had a smaller coughing jag, and we had to start back at day 1. So today, if she makes it through without coughing, will be day 2. Oh, that dog is going to be the death of me. Okay, that's not what I'm going to show you first. I'm going to show you my habitation throw, which I am, I don't know if you can see this. Can I do it without knocking? This is my, this is what's left. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 mini skeins here. This is the mini skein advent that I got from Smash Knits. I am knitting the habitation throw. I will keep on to call it hibernation throw. It's the habitation throw by Helen Stewart of Curie's Handmade. So I have this here is that I'm knitting on right now is number 15, skein number 15. And then I have the next 3. Then next up is going to be this one, which is 17, 16, 16, 17, 18. So these ones are up next. Let me show you where I'm at. So we're on the downside. So I knit the first 12 and then I started like going out, and then the the next 12 will be going in. So this is what's left of the one that we're knitting right now, number 15. This is where we're at. Now, I think the last time I showed you guys, I'm trying to remember if I had started going down the other way or if I was still on like this one here, but I'm going to stand up and show you the whole thing. Here we go. I'm trying to see when we're, I think we're at the bottom. I go down slowly. Da, da, da. There we go. So where the blue starts is, or the bluey gray, that's kind of where I've made the turn. So now we're going down the other way, going back, decreasing, basically going to be, I don't know, I can't get it all on the screen, but it's quite big. It's quite big, and it's going to be such a nice cozy blanket. I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to put it yet. I do have this one here, which I keep in my office. Yeah, so this was getting a lot of attention, and then I started a new sweater, which then I just went kind of gangbusters on that. And then the last few days, I've been giving this some attention again. Really want to finish it because I just love it. I am, Smash Knits are doing one more advent. The one that they do for this year is going to be their last one. So I really, really, really want to get another one for this year from them. I'm tempted to I might take this one out to the Schooner House, which anyone who watches my vlogs, you've seen the Schooner House. It's sort of like our cottage. It's not a cottage. It's like a house that's just outside of town on the water. It's really nice. I love it so much. I haven't been there in several weeks now. I think I might take this one out here because the blues and the grays would look really nice on my knitting. Oh, I have the hiccups. My knitting chair in the living room. I also have my Homespun House Advents from the year before, and that one wasn't a fade. This one was a little more of a fade where the colors seem to, I wouldn't call it a gentle fade. I think it's more of that you're in this kind of the same color family and then gradually sort of changing. I don't know how to describe that. I don't know, would that be a gentle change or would that be, because it's noticeable. It's not like you're in the browns And these might have a little bit of gray, and then the next one you're sort of moving into the grays, and then you're moving. I'm probably explaining that really bad. I feel like I should just rewind and cut that out. But the homespun house is not a fade at all. So I've sort of put them in a way that I want them to go. There was a lot of like kind of pink, bright pinks, fuchsias and stuff like that in the homespun house. And I'm not really a pink person, but it creates, I kind of move them around within the other colors, and it creates like a really kind of nice pop of color in with the other ones. So I think it'll work. So I have cast on my second Pebble Bay, Pebble Cove Bay, Pebble Bay. Hang on. It is called Pebble Bay Simple Pullover, and this is by Marie Green, but this is from the book Simple Sweaters in 2 Weeks, I think. And the first one of these that I knit out of, if you're on Ravelry, it's in my projects. It's a nice kind of a chocolatey brown, light chocolate brown color. Milk chocolate brown, that's the color. Oh my God, we're just batting 1,000 today. Anyway, so this is the Pebble Bay Simple Pullover. It is very simple. One thing I did forget though when I started knitting it was that you have to go back and pick up stitches for the neck, which I hate doing because I'm not good at it. But I was like, you know what? If you're not good at it, that means you need the practice. Let's go. Anyway, it's a DK weight, so I put 2 fingering weights together. One's a light fingering weight. They might both be kind of more on the light fingering weight side, so that worked out good. And the 2 that I'm using is Hypothesis yarn in the Walden colorway. She doesn't dye yarn anymore, so I was really hanging on to this, wanting to make sure I put it into a project that I was going to wear a lot because I love her yarn so much. And I marled it together with the Illimani Echo Llama, and this is kind of their beigey gray color. Oh no, it says G gray. Yeah, so color G, and then it's just gray. And it does have, because of it's the llama, it sort of has the undertones of their fleece kind of underpinning the gray. So that's the 2 that I did together, and I'm still on the first skein, so that's kind of what's left of them. I'm on Body Island. I will show you what the marl looks like. I am very, very happy with how the marling looks. So this is, or will be, the neck. I'm just trying to get it all. So here's how it looks. I just love it. Oh, I'm gonna try a little closer so you can get a look at it. It is incredibly gushy. The Hypothesis yarn is merino, and it might be merino nylon. I forget now. And then the Illimani is 100% baby llama. And whoops. So I have completed the part, like I've split for the sleeves, and now I'm just on Body Island. So I think, but I can't remember because I can't find my measurements on my last one, that I may have done this a size up, which was what I had intended to. Although if I didn't, I think it's going to work out fine anyway, because the wool that I used for the first one was 100%, I think, wool, not superwash. And this is superwash for both, for the merino. Anyway, I don't know if the Echo Llama, let's go on a journey of discovery, just says 100% baby llama. So I don't believe this is superwash at all. So I think the superwash will give it like a bit more give to it than my other one has. Oh my, look at that, like in the camera. I love it. I love it. Oh, Look at that. Like, it's just, oh, I love it. Brown and gray, my two favorite colors. So I'm all about the earth tones. No bright colors for me. Which, by the way, today I'm wearing my classic sweater from a Spaster Co. I am knitting another one of these. It'll be my third. But you know what I think I'm going to do is I'm not going to do a fingering weight held with mohair. I'm just going to do a straight up DK, which I think I have plenty here just because I want to mix it up a little bit. Also, the other thing that I am going to do, I have discovered that I love it when I like just my sleeves kind of a little looser as opposed to tighter. I like the loose sleeve, and I like kind of no shaping. I did minimal shaping on these sleeves. Actually, I don't even know. I might have done a little bit kind of up here, and then I don't think I really did much going down further. So I think what I am going to do, because I do have a problem with making my sleeves too short, thinking I'm making them long enough, I knit them for 12 inches, and then I do usually a 2-inch cuff. What I should be doing is 14 inches minimum, and then the cuff. So, but the other thing too is I do find I like the looseness on my arms. So what I'm going to do with this one is I am not going to do the arm shaping that is required. I'm going to knit the arm straight and then just do the cuff. So it's going to look a little different than the one that I have already, which I like. I like some patterns, and I'll just knit them over and over again. You know, so that allows me to kind of mix it up a little bit and make it different. You know, like this one is being knit out of a different type of yarn than I did initially. I'm not going to do the arm shaping, so that's going to be a little different. One thing I love about this sweater, the other thing I think I'm kind of tempted to maybe either, I've never done like the rolled collar where you do it a little longer and then you kind of do it under and like do it under and then, oh God, I'm blanking on the term, whip stitch it down. Oh, I should do my next one of these like that too. Oh, anyway. So I think I may do that with this neck as well, is make it a little longer and then fold it down and whip stitch it. The other thing I love about this sweater is the raglan detail. If you can see, like this here. I don't know if that shows up very well with the lighting. I don't have my glasses on, so that might help. I could see. Where'd it go now? Where am I? Who am I? Here you can kind of see the ridges between here. But I do like the thick shaping of the raglan. And I know that is kind of hard to see with the marling, but it's sort of like this wide. Maybe that helps you see it a little more. I'd say this is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's about 6 to... Oh my God, that gets such a glare with the sun coming in there. It's about 6 stitches wide, so you're looking at like about that much. And I just like that, like kind of really thick detail there. I like that. I like how that looks. Yeah, so I'm on Body Island for this, and I don't know how long I'm going to make it. I think I'm probably going to work on this afternoon. I was working on the blanket for the last couple of days because I was like, I gotta get some more in there, and then of course I get sucked right into it. But I do want to get this sweater done fairly quickly. The first one I did knit within the 2-week time frame. Like I got that in under the wire. We were doing a knit along. This had to have been, I'm gonna say 3 years ago maybe. We did a knit a sweater in 2 weeks, but the knit along ran for like 2 months. So if you didn't make the cutoff, it didn't matter. You still you had 2 months to finish it. But the attempt was to try to get as close to 2 weeks as you could to see if you could do it. And I think there were a couple people that might have done, once they finished one sweater in 2 weeks, they jumped in and they did another one in 2 weeks. So I just did the one. But I love the sweater, and I just love the simple structure of it. So I really wanted to make another one, but I wanted to try a different yarn, and I am going to do I might do the neck a little different, and I may do the sleeves, or no, I am going to do the sleeves straight down instead of doing the shaping. So that is pretty much what has had all of my time lately. I don't think there's really anything else going on. I have been writing in the mornings. For New Year's, I'm an author as well. I write historical romance. Those are mine. That's one series. There's others, but. And then I've been struggling a little with the book. I think I got it figured out, so now I feel like I'm on track. But because I was struggling with it, I'm not going to meet my self-imposed deadline of when I want to release it, which really kind of cheeses me off. I hate not making a deadline. I am like very deadline oriented, and if I don't meet my deadlines, I feel like I failed. So this is not making me happy. I'm still somewhere in the back of my head thinking, oh, maybe I can still find some extra time here and there to write, but I've booked my editor for a certain time, so I'm like, even if I did, I don't know that I'd be able to shift her around now. So I'm like, I just need to accept it. But that's pretty much all that's been going on. We had like snowstorm after snowstorm after snowstorm, and then we had a couple of rainstorms, so the snow's all gone. We put our clocks ahead tonight, so it's going to be nice to have a little extra sunshine in the evenings. Although now I was just getting used to seeing the sunrise when I had the dog out for our walks in the morning, because we go at like 5:30. So now I'm going to have to go back to walking in the dark again. But just for a little while, and then it'll be sunny again. Anyway, I think that's really all that's going on. It's kind of been a busy but uneventful month. Yeah, so I think that's all that's been going on. So I hope you guys are getting lots of knitting done. Let me know what you're knitting. Put down in the comments below. I love hearing what other people are knitting. And I am trying to come up with some new ideas for sweaters, like simple sweaters, something kind of a classic structure that I don't have to think about too much with my knitting. Nothing difficult. I like easy right now. I'm busy like between the writing, the day job, and then squeezing in a little knitting time. By the time I get to the knitting at the end of the day, I want easy. And I think that's why these two have been getting so much attention. I just need, it's like my brain is like, if you don't give me easy, I am shutting down. So if you do have any ideas for like an easy kind of simple structure sweater, let me know. It doesn't matter what weight. Anything from, I would say, worsted weight, DK, sport, or fingering. Anywhere in that range. Anyway, so I think that's it. So I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to get this edited and hopefully get it up tomorrow. And I will see you. I'll probably see you in the next episode before I see you in the vlog. So until then, happy knitting, and I'll see you soon. Bye.